What's up? This is Zack Hample, and today we are at Target Field in Minnesota. This is the first time that I've ever filmed a video at this stadium, but I have been here 5 times over the years, so I can tell you from first-hand experience that it is a tough place to catch baseballs. Beautiful, but pretty tough. The bullpens are located in a less than ideal spot. In 2 different places, there are second decks that kind of overhang the seats down below and swallow up a lot of home run balls, and pretty much no matter where you go, it's nearly impossible to use the glove trick. I'll point out all this stuff when I get inside, but for right now, I need to buy a new Twins cap because this thing is kind of outdated and looking pretty ratty, and then catch up with a few friends outside gate 34. Just ran inside the stadium, checked the flower beds out here in right center because you never know, there could be a baseball hiding there. Right now, I only have foul pole to work with. I'm inside early with my friends who are season ticket holders, but starting at I guess 5:30, the whole stadium becomes available, so lots more options then. I'm using the GoPro for a moment, lent by my buddy Nate. I don't think I'll wear it the whole day. It's actually a little bit distracting to have this clip hanging down in my line of vision, but you know, maybe I'll catch a ball or 2 with it, just for a different perspective. Hey, you want one? You're welcome. All right, on the board, lucky ricochet on that one. This is what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned the second decks that overhang the seats down below. I mean, you can look up at this thing and I would say, I mean, I'm not out here enough to know exactly, but probably if you're more than like 8 rows back, you probably won't catch too many home runs because anything coming in will either hit the facade or land in the seats up above. Toss one up, please, por favor. Thank you. Is that Miguel Sanó hanging out in the outfield? I think so. Thought I'd try out right field for a bit. There are a few lefties in this group. Now righty is back up. It's a bit of a hike to get back from you know, left field to right field, back and forth. So there's only so much I can do. You just kind of have to pick a spot and then deal with it for at least a few minutes. I just pointed out the overhang in left field that kind of gets in the way. Now that the Twins are done with batting practice, you know, pretty much only one group after the gates open, I'm out here in right center to point out the overhang here as well. So pretty much the best place to catch a baseball out here is going to be in the front row, because if you go too far back, it's going to hit the facade. But where does everybody like to hang out normally? The front row. So it gets really crowded here and you can't really move, and yet that's like the only place to catch one. So really tricky setup here at Target Field. This is kind of dead down here. I think if the whole stadium is open now, I want to try the second deck in case someone really launches it. Now that's good timing. You've witnessed some great luck on the ricochet in left field, and some bad luck being the only fan up here and having a ball bounce back down onto the field. That kind of stinks. Four baseballs total today, including 2 home runs that landed up here in the second deck. I'm out here on the plaza, about 400 feet from home plate. Victor Martínez is up there, and he can definitely hit one out this way. V-Mart, nice and mud rubbed. I guess this was using a game at some point. Tigers batting practice just ended. I tried to race over from the plaza to get to the dugout to catch these guys coming off the field. Didn't get anything here, but I got 5 baseballs today. That's pretty solid for this stadium, which, like I said, is pretty tough. And as soon as I got down to the dugout here, because it has been 3 years since I was at this stadium, I noticed that the Twins have added a huge strip of netting that basically blocks the entire length of the dugout. So, look, I'm not going to editorialize here. I've already mentioned in a few other videos how I feel about that. I'll just say it's interesting to note that significant change here at Target Field. Can't quite reach the foul pole. I love this spot at Target Field. Kind of reminds me a bit of the Western Metal Supply building at Petco, but of course to get up in there you need special tickets. Here, anybody in the entire stadium can come and hang out. You're right up next to the foul pole, overlooking the field. You can see the left field bleachers, and I mean, you could catch a baseball here with this whole walkway. I mean, it's beautiful and it's a decent spot for ball hockey. Minnesota is one of those stadiums that's kind of far out of the way. It's tough for me to get to. So, you know, I've been to this stadium fewer than most other places, and also because it's pretty new. So just wanted to come up here, check out the view from a different angle. Kyle Gibson just finished warming up. Anibal Sanchez is going to throw a little bit longer because obviously the Twins take the field first as the home team. So the timing is such that the visiting guy wants to be throwing a little bit later. I'm making an attempt to get a ball from the Tigers bullpen. The game has started, top of the first inning. Miguel Cabrera is up at bat. I'm here about half a dozen rows back and straight away left. Kind of wish I were one section over toward left center. And I might give it an inning or two and then maybe see if I can just slide on over that way. But yeah, this is a decent spot. My ticket in left field is in a pretty decent spot for home runs from right-handed batters. But I figure with Victor Martínez up at bat, you know, he hit me a ball here in batting practice. Thought I'd run out here to the plaza in case he gets a hold of another one. He just grounded out, so heading back to left field. The rain is coming down harder now, and I'd say there's a decent chance that this game could get delayed. That decision would belong to Fielden Culbreth, who's the third base umpire tonight. He's the crew chief. And just basically, if he thinks the field is too wet and he gets an update from the head groundskeeper, they got the radar under the stadium, they're monitoring the storm, you know, they'd make an informed decision together, but it's Culbreth who makes that call. There it is. Really fun day here at Target Field. Like I mentioned at the start, not so easy to catch baseballs, so I'm pretty satisfied with the 5 I got in batting practice, where normally that might actually be a somewhat low total for me in other stadiums. And what made the 5 really cool was that I got them in different ways in different parts of the stadium. You know, I got that lucky ricochet on a home run in left field, then I got a toss-up from Miguel Sanó out in right center, then I ran up to the second deck and left, and grabbed a couple of home run balls that landed in the seats. And then toward the end of batting practice, I got this Victor Martínez home run ball that I caught on the fly out by the plaza. So that was really cool. And this is actually going to be the only baseball that I take home today. I got a 6th ball thrown up by Danny Santana before the 9th inning, and I gave away 5 of the 6. But I do count them all in my grand total. So that number is now 9,216. I know I'm going to be back at Target Field hopefully soon because, like I mentioned in some other videos, I'm trying to get 100 balls at every stadium. And I'm pretty sure I have 51 now lifetime, so extra motivation to come back. But yeah, gorgeous stadium, really friendly people. Unfortunately, the Twins didn't win it today, but yeah, great times overall. Why are you still watching? This video is done. It's over. Bye.